I think I'm ready. Hi, how is everybody today? Happy Sunday. I feel like I lost today. Hello to everybody. Let me scroll back and see who's here. Hi, Lord Portico. Hi, Shadows of Life. Hi, Mobius Tempest. Hi, I am Puddle Glum. Looking to see if I miss anybody. Hi, Elixir. It's good to see you. I hope everybody is well caffeinated, well fed, staying cool, and I feel like I have been running a marathon to try and make it to this seat and switch to the chat channel because I don't know. I was not set up for stream 15 minutes beforehand, and I decided to sit down and start setting up for stream, but as part of that, I loaded in the new subscriber badges, which you should be able to see in chat. So that took time, and then I went live, basically right on time and sent out the tweet, and then I had to go and get beverages and take the trash out, and I had things that needed to get done. Also, I discovered I think our fridge might be set slightly too cold because there was a barely touched but open soda that I had set on the second shelf of the fridge next to the eggs, and it is frozen solid, so that makes me wonder if the eggs are also frozen solid, which would be bad. But and then I got out my can of water from the bottom shelf, and it was like slush, so I think our fridge might be slightly too cold. I'll deal with that later. But also, yes, there have been trailers and announcements, and I don't know what's true and what's not, because most of that stuff came out yesterday, and I have not stopped to look at it. Yesterday, you may know, I canceled my stream because it was literally the only day that worked. While my brother was visiting the state, he drove in from out of state with his kids and had been visiting my family that's up in a different part of the state a couple of hours away. And so I went up there because he had called me 2 weeks ago to say that he wanted to have a chance to visit with us when he came out here. And then when he actually announced the dates that he was going to be here, it was these are not dates that I can take off of work. Well, some of them I could have, but they weren't dates that both me and Philip could take off of work together. And so Saturday was the only option. So we got up. The plan was to get up at 8 yesterday, which would have put us there around 11:30 or noon. Woke up at 8:45. Needed to do COVID tests and shower and other preparatory things. So we got there probably around 1. And then his plan had been to leave at 2 p.m. yesterday to drive back home. The many, many hours and multiple states. So I think we all ended up leaving there around 3-ish. So we got about 2 hours of visiting time. Because I was supposed to be back here by 7, which meant I needed to leave by 3 in order to make it back here by 7, because we moved our D&D game from 9 to 7. And I managed to get here right at 7, sign into our new Discord channel to join because Zoom has started not allowing meetings longer than 45 minutes for people who don't pay for a subscription. So I managed to make it on time, but 2 people forgot that we had shifted the time, and so we ended up not playing and just canceling yesterday, which was fine because I had been driving for a total of 7 hours with a 2-hour visit, very awkward visit with family, where we were gathered inside my dad's house, and I was the only one wearing a mask, and I did not take the mask off except when I was standing on the other side of the room and eating a little bit of food. And then anytime I got close to anybody, I put the mask back on. So, yeah. I'm not terribly close with my family. We have literally not done a single video chat since all of this began and video chats became the way that people connect. I have not seen them since sometime in 2019. And I'm not sure the last time I saw my older brother and his kids, that probably more like 2018 or 2017. So I understand that it was important for them. I would have honestly preferred not to go, but, you know, that's me. Plan? The plan failed because I don't think Philip set an alarm. And while I had 7 alarms, I have ADHD. And getting up on time, getting myself out of bed to go and do something that I don't really want to do is difficult. And my body wants to sleep until like 10 a.m. So, you know, it's fine. We accomplished it. I got to visit with them. I'm glad I did. But it also isn't like an enjoyable activity for me. I don't know if that makes sense to people. Like I said, have never been really close with my family, which probably has something to do with growing up in the closet and really sort of feeling disconnected with my family. And my family's not terribly like social with each other anyway. So it's like I have a responsibility to these people and I have to go and visit them. But they're basically strangers. They don't know much about my life and I don't know much about theirs. Because we don't interact. We don't talk regularly. It's like maybe a text message on a birthday or a holiday. Maybe once every couple years, and a call that lasts an hour or so to like chat. And that's it. And so it was weird. Also, my stepmom, who is not legally my stepmom, I don't know how this works. My dad and she have been together for more than 20 years, but they've never gotten married. So she's sort of my stepmom, but sort of not, but whatever. Was recently diagnosed with a form of aphasia, and they said she's got about a year left, and she was very much not herself, and it was just sort of awkward. So how has everybody else's weekend been? We could talk about the reveals. If you guys saw stuff, I would be very interested to know. I think the only trailers I've seen were, I saw the Picard Season 3 trailer, which looked really good. I mean, it didn't reveal anything. It was just showing the people, and that was awesome. And I saw Wakanda Forever, which I guess is coming out in 4 months, which means that I'll probably see it in like 10 months when it comes to streaming or something. I haven't seen the Lower Decks trailer. I did. Did you all get buffering? Because I'm getting buffering. There we go. Thanks to my internet service preventer for cutting me off mid-sentence. Yay. I haven't seen the Lower Decks trailer, but I did see that there was an announcement of a crossover between Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds, and Strange New Decks sounds amazing, as I have no idea what they're planning to do with it, nor do I really want to know. I would love to be surprised, because if it's the quality that Strange New Worlds has been, the Strange New Decks crossover is going to be amazing. But I've seen, for some reason I thought Wakanda Forever was coming out in 4 months. August, September, October. Yeah, November. So, yeah. But I have every belief that I will not be seeing it in a theater. Just paying attention to how the Panini is going, I don't think I will be seeing anything in a theater for quite some time. So I'll see it when it comes to streaming. I've seen a number of announcements of like show title cards for Marvel shows that are going to be streaming on Disney Plus. But the ones that I've seen were not names that I was familiar with, because I don't know, I don't have extensive knowledge of Marvel. So they, like Echo and something else, and I saw them today, so I don't know if they were announced today or yesterday, but they're not like things that I'm familiar with. So I'm not like super excited about them because I don't know what they are. I did see the joke about Frasier, Marvel Cinematic Universe Frasier, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. That was cute and also confusing, but I don't know why that's a joke. Is it just because Kelsey Grammer played Beast in the X-Men? Is that why that was a joke? I haven't seen the Rings of Power trailer, but Rings of Power I've heard really good things about. I also have not watched the D&D trailer yet, and I'm not sure I will. I have seen people comment on it saying that it was good, but I also kind of just want to wait and watch the movie. I haven't paid a lot of attention to trailers lately because so many trailers give away so much of the movie that it feels like they're spoiling it for me. So I've been avoiding trailers, but the Wakanda Forever one and this Picard season 3 one didn't really give anything away. The Wakanda Forever gave a tone, but I don't feel like they showed so much action that I have any idea what's happening in the movie. And I thought that was perfect. You hardly watched movies before things happened? Or movies in theaters, gotcha. We have a general criteria for what kind of movie we're willing to see in a movie theater, and generally it's the bigger budget with special effects that's going to look really good on a big screen. Those are the ones that we prefer to watch in a movie theater. Other movies, more dramatic movies that are not like full of special effects, we generally won't go to the theater for. So like when we saw Argo in the theater, that was an anomaly. I mean, that was an anomaly in multiple ways because we didn't know anything about the movie. We just wanted to see a movie, and that one sounded interesting when we got to the theater to look to see what was playing. And it was sort of picked because we had a limited amount of time, and we just wanted to, we were like, okay, what movie can we see in the couple of hours that we have? And that one was starting. So we basically went into Argo knowing absolutely nothing about it. It was an amazing movie. I think I mentioned this last week or something about how Argo was really good. But it was not the kind of movie we would normally watch in a movie theater because it didn't have special effects. It had amazing makeup and costuming work to really make everything look like the end of the 1970s in Iran. Amazing. Excellent movie, but not something that would have met our standards. I remember when the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie came out, the first Kelvinverse Star Trek movie that's just called Star Trek. That one, we stood in line at the IMAX to watch that one. We went down to the Minnesota Zoo and waited. We had tickets already. Like, we had gotten tickets in advance. We got little pins that came with the tickets. We went down early and waited so that we could be at the front of the line because they didn't do reserved seats in the IMAX, and I wanted to get like the best seats possible. And it was so worth it because it was a very like special effects heavy, action-y movie, and so it was the kind of movie that we would want to see in the theater. And then because it was Star Trek and it was like the first Star Trek in a long time, I was super excited. And so we went and saw it at the IMAX. Usually hold your theater viewing for Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Jurassic Park. I haven't seen the last one yet. I love Jurassic Park, but I have not seen the latest Jurassic Park yet. And Studio Ghibli. Oh, Studio Ghibli. And we occasionally we'll do, so if they do like a special event to show a musical in theaters, so like Fathom events type things where they bring back an old movie and show it in theaters again, or the opera. Philip goes and sees the opera at the movie theater. I have gone a couple times, but I'm not really into opera very much. But like a Broadway show, we saw, oh gosh, I forgot the name of it. George Takei's musical. Allegiance. We saw Allegiance in the theater twice. And they generally show it as a Fathom event in the movie theaters on Pearl Harbor Day. It's good. I also have it on DVD because I bought the box set DVD when they put that out because I wanted to have it because it's a really good musical about something we don't talk about in this country, which is the Japanese internment during World War II. Last one you saw in the theater was Dune. The last movie I saw in the theaters was Black Widow. Because that was in the summer of 2021 when things had died down enough that I felt comfortable going to a movie theater, not opening weekend, but like the next week. I felt like it was safe enough to go with a mask on and find seats when I wasn't sitting directly next to somebody. And I enjoyed that. It wasn't so fun having a mask on the whole time, but it was nice to be able to go to a movie. But that was summer of 2021, and things have changed now, and basically nobody's wearing masks, even though where I am, the CDC community level is high. So I'm just not comfortable going and sitting in a movie theater at the moment. Labyrinth for the second time in your life on the big screen. Yeah, I wish that we had, and I don't think we ever did, and I don't know why we didn't. I would have liked to have actually gone and seen the Star Wars episodes 4, 5, and 6 in the movie theater, but we didn't, and I don't remember why we didn't. The Korematsu case. I'm not familiar with the Korematsu case, but I assume it has something to do with the internment. And I would be interested to learn. It's possible that I am familiar with it and just have forgotten, because that is totally how my brain works. But yeah, so I'm interested in seeing what they do with Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks. I have a suspicion that they will have the actors who voice the characters on Lower Decks play their characters on Strange New Worlds. And Philip mentioned that he's seen grumbling online, which is weird. He doesn't normally see this stuff, but apparently a portion of the Star Trek fandom is upset because they don't want Lower Decks to be canon. And by having the characters appear on Strange New Worlds, they think that that will make it canon. But as far as I'm aware, it's already canon. Korematsu is the case that said it was constitutional to send Japanese Americans to internment camps in time of war and steal all their property and not give it back when they were released. Last thing you saw in theaters was Captain Marvel. That was a while ago, but also very good. I saw that one in theaters too. I saw Black Panther in theaters. Opening day. I have a poster from the opening day of Black Panther. And it was so good, and I was so happy, and I was just so happy with that movie. It had a couple of elements to it that didn't sit right with me, relating to modeling behavior with regard to male treatment of women, things like that I was like, they could have done better there. But overall, amazing movie. I was thrilled to see it. I was so happy that it was so popular and did so well in theaters. I just, yeah, fandoms. Dishes back to the kitchen. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm not even going to go to the be right back screen. I just need lip balm, and it is in the other room. So I'm just going to like step away from the camera for a second and be right back. Okay, I am back. I have my so yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm curious about everything else that's being announced. I honestly need someone to tell me, is there a central place where I can find out all of the things that were announced at SDCC? Because otherwise, some of them are going to escape my notice. I need to just find a listing and like go and look at it, because I'm not there and I'm not really like tuned into that. I've never attended a con like that. And I know stuff has been announced, but I don't know where to look to find out what's been announced. So, yeah. But what are you all most excited for about what was announced? Because I would be interested to know. IGN.com. Oh, cool. Thank you, Key Squared. Fault in Our Stars. Oh, I think I must have seen that. IGN, SDCC, everything announced so far. Everything announced so far. Cool. I'm gonna bookmark it and forget why I did. But Lego announces 3 new Avatar sets. Oh boy. I am not sure how to feel about the fact that there are more Avatar movies coming. This is not Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is Avatar: The Giant Blue People movie. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. Characters from D&D, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga Collection. Another video game, it looks like. And the still on that video has a giant spider. Lots of stuff about the D&D movie. Transformers figures. They're doing a National Treasure TV show? Okay, the National Treasure movies and that style of movie are like a guilty pleasure of mine. I know they're bad. I know they're bad history. I know they're bad science. I know they're rooted in colonial theft of like artifacts from like graves and things, like the whole British colonial going and like taking artifacts from Egypt or native artifacts, or like, I know that they're rooted in colonial white power. But they're fun movies. that type of story is just, it's a fun narrative, despite all of the issues that I can point to. And so that's why they're like a guilty pleasure for me. And that's because I grew up on like Alan Quatermain and Indiana Jones and things like that. Dances with Fern Gully. That makes total sense. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. These are names I'm familiar with. That looks like it is animated for kids. Honestly, that animation looks like comic book animation. That looks pretty cool. Gotham Knights game. Sorry, I'm scrolling through this. I hope that's okay. I'm really curious. I don't care about William Shatner appearing in Masters of the Universe. What is Masters of the Universe Revolution? Or Revolution. They have it spelled Revolution and Revelation. So whatever the subtitle is this part of the TV series? Moon Girl and Devil Dino have been really popular. Cool. I think I've heard of them, but I know nothing about them. Why the Severance creator had to stop reading Reddit theories about the show. Severance is amazing. If you have not seen Severance and you have access to Apple TV or Apple TV Plus, because it's a TV show made by Apple, it is an excellent show, especially if you've ever worked in an office environment. It is such a good show. Critical Role on Thursday sort of spoofed bits of Severance in their ad for the company that does the digital backup things that sponsors them. Backblaze? I think, I don't remember. Anyway, NordVPN. Yeah, it was their NordVPN ad, and they were totally mixing in references to Severance the entire time, and it was hilarious. But yeah, Severance is amazing. One of the best TV shows I have seen in a long time, and just really, really good. And I tend to be able to predict what's going to happen in TV shows, and this one was not easily predictable for me, which I thought was very refreshing. Yeah, the Nordverse ads are quite interesting. Wheel of Time was renewed for a third season. The second season isn't even out yet, but I thought they did a really good job with the first season. Yeah, I saw about the lights in the dance break scene in Severance being a surprise to the cast. That was good. I'm not really interested in the new Beavis and Butthead myself. Talk of King of the Hill coming back. Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover? Interesting. And that talking about a sequel, so apparently it's already happened once. I basically know nothing about Power Rangers. SpongeBob getting a crossover event. I know a little bit about SpongeBob. I've seen a couple episodes of it. I mostly pay attention to SpongeBob news because a guy that I went to undergrad with was in the SpongeBob stage show out in LA for a while, and because of that, I was aware that there was a SpongeBob live action show on stage. Yeah, Sandman's coming soon as well, August 5th, I believe. National Treasure: Edge of History. I didn't know they were doing more. They keep bringing back all these things, and it's like, yes, amazing. I would love some more of that. But then I'm also like, but all they're doing is bringing back existing properties. I want new stuff too. So I'm excited about all this stuff, but also I want new things. I have sort of watched the Uncharted movie. I didn't see it in theaters. My father-in-law bought it on iTunes, and so through family sharing, I have access to it. And I've played it a couple of times. Generally know what happens in it, but I've always been had it on as background noise while I was playing a video game. But it seemed like a good movie as well. Also, I've never finished an Uncharted game. My PlayStation 4, when I bought the one that came with all of the Uncharted games because I wanted to buy one that came with games, and those were the only games that seemed like ones that I would actually play. And then I tried to play them, and I got to a part where you were on a boat traveling upriver, and people were shooting at you, and I got to this one part of that sequence where I just kept dying and could not get past it, and stopped playing, like put it down, and never picked it back up again. Shatner going off on New Trek. Rings of Power new trailer. I'll have to look at that later. Original Gremlins star Zach Galligan will return for Secrets of the Mogwai. Philip said to me yesterday something about there's a copyright infringement claim from the creators of Gremlins over Grogu. And I was like, I don't see it. Grogu does not look at all like a Mogwai. Or like the Gremlins. He just looks like a younger Yoda. And it doesn't make sense to me. I have actually read the first of the Tech War series, the books that were written by William Shatner. And at the time, I thought it was okay. I never did watch the show that was made from it. But honestly, I don't really care about Shatner. Ultra Instinct Shaggy meme is canon. I don't know what that is, but I Am Groot trailer. Wait, they're doing a spin-off about Groot? That'll be interesting. Animated short series about Groot. What if season 2? And a season 3 is going to be coming for that. Spider-Man freshman year. There's a lot to be excited about here. X-Men 97. Fall of 2023. Marvel Zombies? I guess in What If we did see the zombie universe, so I guess that makes sense to me. I'm not really into Walking Dead. I read a couple of like the first comics of that and watched the beginning of the show, but I never really got into it. Real Life Infinity Stones collection worth $25 million? Oh, geez. Mandalorian Season 2. Action figures, apparently. Sorry, I will eventually move on to the game. Street Fighter 6. I saw the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action announcements. They are live action, right? Or are they animated? Animated movies? I don't remember. They're films. For All Mankind. Wait, what is For All Mankind? Now I'm forgetting. Oh, I know what For All Mankind is. I started watching that and I didn't really connect with it. My actual comment on For All Mankind, and this does not mean that you should not watch it. So it is a TV series on Apple Plus that posits that the space race never ended. And it starts out with like 2 weeks before Apollo 11 was scheduled to land on the moon, the Russians beat us to the moon. And honestly, that premise felt tired to me and turned me off right away. The idea of the space race not ending was interesting to me, which is why I initially started watching it and wanted to see what it was going to be like. But I was more interested in, like, one of the very first scenes is this, like, Mexican family watching the moon landing. And this little girl who kind of isn't interested, but her mom says, you'll want to watch this. And I was so excited because I thought maybe it meant that we were going to do a time skip to the future and, like, have other countries get involved in the space race and, like, have this little girl be, like, a Mexican woman as a leading lady in the TV series as an astronaut going into space for Mexico. And that to me sounded like an amazing series. And then it just went to, no, the Russians beat us to the moon. And so the space race doesn't end because we have to prove that we're better than the Russians. And I was so bored by that. Hi, Sarah chose. I'm trying to read it. Sarah Chosorako? I'm not sure. Hi, Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna have to look at the rest of this later. I really should move on to the actual, like, gaming. But so it's not to say that you shouldn't watch For All Mankind. The production on it seems good. The acting is well done. It was just the story premise that wasn't what I was expecting, and I wasn't really interested in the story premise that they actually put forward. It was kind of like when I tried to watch The Americans, and that one just didn't connect with me either. And that's totally fine. That things don't always have to connect with everybody. They've apparently got an audience because they're getting a fourth season, and so people like it enough that it's getting a fourth season. Yes, it has just, taken a little while for the game to load, but I think it's time that we try and get Caden back on our crew. So I'm going to stop looking at SDCC stuff. I will look at that after stream, but also super excited by a lot of the stuff that I've seen there. But yeah, I'm going to switch us over to the game because the game has fully loaded now, and I should be heading in and trying to. Also, I should mention I will be live tomorrow, playing Psychonauts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday archive stream coming up. I have a collection that is the Los Angeles Poverty Department collection. The Los Angeles Poverty Department is a performance and activism group based in Los Angeles that's been around for a while. The stuff that we have is mostly like 80s, 90s-ish era, if I'm remembering correctly. I have no idea what's in there, but we're going to take a look on Wednesday. And Saturday, I will be back for Ultima. I know it's been like every other week, but I will be back for Ultima 6 next Saturday. So, yeah. Okay. But right now is Mass Effect. Also, at the end of stream today, we have Gaxpack to go to. Don't go unprepared. Remember that F5 is your quick save option. Save your game no later than 30 minutes after fish feeding. If the baddies get too close, tell them to F off with a melee attack. Also remember that Caden is watching you. Make good choices and use only the best armor and weapon protection before side questing. Thank you, Lord Portico. Where are we and what are we doing? I do not remember. We are on a planet somewhere. I don't know what we're doing. I have no idea which mission we're on or what planet I'm on. That's great. Meet with Paddock Wicks when ready. Wait, have I already reached... Oh, I'm on Tachanka? I will stretch. Ooh, thank you, Portico. I got really distracted by SDCC stuff today, apparently. Okay. Wait. I'm supposed to talk to this, Oh yeah, we got here, landed, and then I didn't actually talk to anybody.
Skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on. You have clearance now to see the females, Commander. I hope we can resolve this matter without reenacting the Krogan rebellions.
Clearance to see the females. Wow, the phrasing on that.
What do you think about handing over the Krogan?
I differ from most of my colleagues. Curing the genophage will bring closure to this issue. In the future, the Krogan may yet play some role we can't even imagine. We should let the evolutionary process decide who lives and dies, not galactic politics.
Thanks for your time.
Of course. Proceed into the elevator when you're ready.
Also, I love seeing all the different the different sub badges. I loaded them in. I literally just got those images today. So instead of just having the single badge that is the green hat with the rainbow feather, now they're tied to how long you've been a subscriber, and they have different colors. And I think they're awesome. I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
Don't go chasing them. As opposed to... Wait. Demand that people have clearance to see you. Oh, that would be awesome. You deserve some undisturbed time.
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Hey, maybe when this is over, you and I can go toe-to-toe.
That would be amazing.
Fun.
Shepard here almost did. He ever tell you about our little chat on Vermeer? You could say we had a disagreement. Good times.
I miss Rex.
That's one way to put it. Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
This Krogan has a unique style.
Yeah.
He's an acquired taste.
Oh, he's awesome.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something.
I mean,
Tuchanka may be
the
a
Reapers
pile
are trying to wipe out life.
trouble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight the last Krogan to keep it that way.
This is my kind of Krogan.
You're one of Shepard's new recruits, huh? Hang on, kid. It's a
I mean-
hell of a ride.
Wait, his name is James, right? James is basically a Krogan, just in a human body.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
A harsh but necessary decision.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
So many things. You love the Tuchanka mission? I know nothing about it yet, so
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
I'm interested.
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
I love that
I
attitude.
assume you're referring to the Rachni Wars.
Well, it sure wasn't synthetics that stopped them. Besides, your kind might have helped them.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
Don't talk about eating intelligent species, please. But otherwise, I love Rex. Also, I don't think he actually means anything about... I think he's just trying to be intimidating.
Commander Shepard.
I have to talk to all the
Major
people.
Kirrahe. I'd heard you were coming.
I do remember this name. I don't remember the Solarian particularly.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Verma. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
No.
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a super weapon of some kind.
Oh, jeez. Sure, I'll confirm that.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatrass.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka to found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was crude. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
I don't know why, but it just like constantly referring to them as the females is just annoying. It feels disrespectful. And I don't know why. I think it's their general attitude toward them, that they seem to view them mostly as objects rather than as individual people. Whereas if their general attitude was different, the words they're saying are accurate. It is a group of females. So I think it's just that I know that their attitude is that they're not people, that they're objects essentially. And so that's why it bothers me. I'm not sure.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermeer.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
He isn't pleased with the security arrangements.
Nor should he be.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medbay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Favor that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
A devious yet practical approach, common among Solarians.
Nice seeing you again, Major.
Likewise. And Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
Excellent.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
Yeah, exactly, He Squared. It's just a little too close to reality at this moment in history.
Agree with him or not, always. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors, that's all that matters.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. Everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing.
When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
Yes, we're going to cure the genophage. That is the plan. And it is a good thing. Just check and see if there's anybody else I should talk to before I go in the elevator.
Send confirmation to the Dalatrass that the exchange is proceeding.
Yes, sir.
And ask her for more warning the next time the Krogan leader shows up unannounced.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't serious. She'll maroon you on Tuchanka with raw meat strapped to your back if you do that.
Oh,
Then she'll record the Thresher Maws eating you as a warning to anyone else who challenges her.
Apparently, I can talk to the Vista.
I find that analyzing topographical data of a location isn't the same as seeing it in person.
That is true,
Kind of
Edie.
puts a new perspective on things.
But there's also regret, knowing that as we speak, Reapers are destroying other worlds just as beautiful.
Oh. We're humanizing Edie.
Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Elevator, go down. No? Are the Krogan detainees breaking out? Or are Reapers attacking? What's going on?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Like, I don't know how they keep Krogans detained in the first place.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Specimens?
Shepard, excellent timing. Good to have you here.
Morgan,
Mordin
Eyesight's
Solus.
still sharp. Surprise, understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
you're back with STG?
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Erdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free female.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct a cure, but still useful for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Morgan.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic.
Save the Krogan. Save the world?
Please be careful. Krogan slow to trust.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Kill her? She must have been through hell.
Erdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
Honestly, I'm here to save the Krogan. I don't care about a bargaining chip.
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
I am an army.
Give me an update.
Outbound
At least in the context of this game.
Cut off.
Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
Reapers? You have Rex. Chips.
It's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base.
Both the American and British meanings of chips.
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
All right, let's go.
Release the female. We're leaving.
I can't.
She has a name!
No specimen. Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan.
Flower petal
Need to
chips,
monitor
potato
progress.
chips.
Procedures.
I'm not so big on vegetable chips.
Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tachanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
The elevator is named Shepard? What? Get to elevator, Shepard? Ooh, gimme.
Log, Mordin Solus 178.3. Malin's cure disrupting autoimmune response. Krogan females dying. Malin's data details.
We should get moving, Shepard.
Spotted his error. Brute force application to alter hormone levels. Shows how far he'd fallen. Glad I saved data. Have developed counteragent.
There are fish outside. Look at the fish. Everybody's yelling at me to move quickly, and I'm admiring fish and reading research logs. This is me in a game. It's our favorite elevator on Tachanka. Wait, are we on Tachanka? I thought somebody said we weren't on Tachanka. I thought we were on Tachanka. I don't know where the frack we are. Yes, fish and chips. Please. Real, actual, good fish and chips. That's what I want.
Morton Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead.
There are fish and chips style, like, breaded fish.
Wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
That we got once. We managed to get them once from our grocer's freezer. They're made by Gorton's, which is a major, like, seafood, frozen seafood company in the US. And the grocery store had them once and then never had them again, and nothing else really has compared. There's not really a good place to get fish and chips here. The best I've had was in Seattle.
Shepard, Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack. Hurry!
I should actually focus on what I'm doing. I hear you! I'm sorry, I am distracted by fish and chips.
Shepard, it's Rex. I took the shuttle. Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus.
I've not been to the UK.
This is bad.
The closest I've made it was the Netherlands. Also, I had amazing mussels in Belgium. But yeah, I've never made it to the UK. A couple of people did head over to the UK from the Netherlands when we were there. I didn't go on that additional trip. What's in here?
Clear. I doubt that's the last of them.
Okay, I haven't been to Square 5. I've not been there since they since the London Underground closed. I think I had the fish and chips at London Underground and it was okay. Not the best I've had. Like I said, the best I've had was at I guess Pike's Place Market in Seattle.
Big girls are sitting duck. We need to end this.
Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry!
We're on our way.
No good ones in San Francisco? I mean, our area, we're in the mountains in Virginia, so not exactly close to the water, but not far from the water. Definitely closer to water here than when I lived in Minnesota, and yet I had better seafood in Minnesota.
Beyond has been authorized for covert upland. They are ideal candidates for expanding Solarian influence with full deniability. The risk is minimal.
Yeah, I don't think I would eat fish from the New River.
They're underestimating the yacht.
Unless, you know, society collapses and it becomes necessary to fish for my own food, in which case, New River fish sound good. Is that a baddie? I don't think it is.
There goes the next shadow broker.
I doubt Dr. Tassoni would be amused.
Okay, can't go that way yet. I guess I have to jump over here. I am trying to pay attention to the game and chat at the same time. This is, you know, what life is like for somebody who's streaming games. Oh, I can... I haven't gone tubing, but yeah, I don't. That said, I've had fish from the Potomac near DC, so not exactly the cleanest river. Pod? What? Pod integrity needs to stay intact.
I can see the checkpoint. It's taking a hit.
We need to get in there.
Working on it. You could help, Edie, instead of just yelling at me about what needs to be done. I hear you. I don't know where the fuck you are.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Are you okay?
Grew up on the Monongahela.
Containment shield is holding. We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target.
So, I'm unclear. Why is she in a pod? Why can't she move on her own? Is it because of what they said about immune systems being compromised? Because it really seems like they have her in a very helpless state, and I'm unclear as to why that is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Shepard, last attack compromised security systems. Attempting to compensate.
Hang on. We're trying to get to you, Morgan.
I mean, she's talking to us, so... Okay, so yeah, it's the autoimmune issues that... So she's in there to protect her. Because like Quarians, she's... can't be exposed to the outside at the moment. But they don't have like a Quarian-style suit to put her in. Because there isn't one designed for Krogan.
Well motivated.
They're capable of anything.
That makes sense as far as narrative. I just wanted to be sure that I was understanding correctly what was going on. Good job.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Well, let's take him out.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Are you gonna sacrifice yourself? Oh, good.
Get me one of those.
Don't. Oh no.
Go, Commander. I'll cover you.
Don't. Don't kill Kirhi. I think even in those hospitals, under a situation like this, they would let that protocol go.
A flanking maneuver may be a better approach.
Because current situation would make it more likely that they would get injured by restricting them to the wheelchair.
Nearby. Cerberus will target it.
Always a pleasure to watch you work, Commander.
Wait, but I have to see if there's things to pick up. You don't understand. Picking things up is required. I know time is of the essence. Okay, do this again. But the loot! But the loot!
Guy's right. Cerberus knew we were coming. Why else would they be here?
Every war has its traitors.
It's like every rose has its thorns. Every war has its traitors. So the new song for the musical. Every rose has its thorns, but the lyrics changed to every war has its traitors. Hello. I don't know who's shooting at me or where they are.
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
I hear you. I am presently engaged in exploration of this area and trying to kill things. Hi. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had a good time. All right, up these stairs, I suppose? Power relay is over there? Okay.
I'm headed up top.
Yeah, I saw the puppy. It can be a puppy Varen. A Varen puppy? A Paparan? How do I get over there? There must be a way. There's no map, so now I just have to run around and hope that I'm going the right way. Through here? I should have probably quick saved. No!
Take him out! Get him away from the female!
I hear you. I understand. I have an understanding of what you are saying. What gun was I using? Was I using this one?
I don't suppose that... There's a fuse box around here.
I don't know what gun I was. Oh, thank you. Because I had already forgotten that I should quick save. Let's see. Currently using an M3 Predator 5. We just unlocked the Scorpion 1, which... no. At the moment, no. We will not be using the Scorpion. It looks lovely. We won't be using it. But possibly, let's see, your Shuriken 5 and a Predator 5. Weight, capacity, fire. How does this compare? Capacity and fire rate go down, but if I do mods... Oh, I can't do the mods right now? Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's good to switch it right now. Yes, I know it's the gun that Kirhi was using. I just, it's heavy, so it doesn't work for me. And it's not as good as the one that, Edie had. All these bugs were just making me think of the bug creatures in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Don't let him near the female! Keep up the pressure!
Affinity for destruction intact.
How are you holding up?
Containment shield weakening. Can't take much more. I'm not your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
He has to.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
Got them all.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
You pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary Krogan.
How do I go up? Is it this way? I don't know how to go up. Ah, ladder. I will use the ladder. We're gonna have to jump across, but it's fine. Here goes.
We're almost back to the landing area.
I haven't been using my my rapid fire sniper rifle, but the gun I'm using is working well.
Containment shield failing. Appears safe. Need final approval now, Shepard.
Working on it. They're gonna yell at me for taking too long because I'm gonna run around and see if there's things to pick up. I have to loot! Mordin, you know this about me. I must loot first.
We waited too long. Cerberus back.
Shoot. I mean, I didn't know where I was supposed to go anyway, so I've now discovered.
Containment shield failing. Suggest you don't delay this time, Shepard. Need final approval.
I hear you. I'm looting. Inefficient to leave important material behind. There's a war on.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
All right. How are these systems going to break and cause us problems?
Shepard, heads up. You've got incoming.
Hi. Welcome to the party. Little mech boy. All right, let's take out this glitter boy.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous for a frickin' Krogan.
Door is damaged. Take it out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
It's impressive that I prefer my body.
We gotta crack that nut open or we're in for a world of hurt.
I am.
What the hell does he think we're doing? Hoorah! That's how we start.
I also should probably get to cover.
There's still more enemies left. Advise caution.
Did I take it out? Awesome.
I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
Sweet. Still not as big as Vega. Hey, I just stood there and shot at it and it worked just fine.
You
worry.
Let's make this quick.
No reason to worry, Rex. Will you be the male
Let's get you out of there.
that this female chooses? I wish I knew her name. Yes! Sorry, I didn't mean to clap right in front of the microphone.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Finally, they're letting her walk.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Yeah. She did. It was perfect. Squad mates do more damage when ordered to attack a specific target. I don't even know how to do that.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The Elusive Man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun construction. The team has dubbed it Project Crucible. We're throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
There are, I hope, more than just humans involved.
Challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well.
I mean, the less complicated a machine, the more chance that it doesn't break down.
No, sir.
Good, hack it out.
Is that it? That's the thing being built? Save the hammer throwing for when it does break down? I mean, everybody who can throw a hammer, so I guess they hired the Hammer Brothers from the Mario series. The original name of Death Star was vetoed for some reason.
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
She has a fucking name!
The Palaven needs your reinforcements now.
Thank you, Portico. I will as soon as this cutscene, because I do need one. But thank you.
There's no alliance.
Death Star on a stick.
More.
Is that a treat at the state fair?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for proceeding.
Rex is gonna
So
stay!
the food's gotten better.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Warden. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project.
I
Working
assume it's
against
breaded
our-
and deep fried.
Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Warden. And make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
I have Morden and Rex!
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective.
I mean,
surprising.
I'd like to know her actual name, but giving her a name is acceptable as long as she approves the name.
Matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it
In private.
in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Death by chocolate star on a stick. Oh my god, amazing, Elixir, amazing. Alright, I'm going to save. And I am going to take a very quick bio break. I will not be long, but I do need a break. So give me just like a minute or two, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back. See, I said it wouldn't be very long. Melted popsicles. There are, there's an ice cream company that you can order from and have ice cream actually delivered that I've been told is really good. I've never actually gone and tried. Creation of replicators. Replicators would be amazing. Hopefully they work better than the Star Trek ones that apparently don't taste like the real thing. But now I have to look and see. There's somewhere I have it. Oh, I know where I have it, because I've brought it up and now I have to mention it because it's been recommended to me, but I have never tried it, and I have to see if any of you have ever tried it to tell me if it's any good. It should be on my phone somewhere. It's one of these tabs that I have never closed. Nope, I don't have it because I closed a bunch of tabs. This is why I don't close tabs on my phone. Anyway, some sort of ice cream that you could order and have it shipped to you, and it's supposed to be really good. And now I'm gonna have to like research that after stream if I remember, because now I will obsess over not knowing what the name of it was. Anyway, dry ice shipping is too expensive. Oh yeah, totally. But I do expect popsicles at some point. Although, I don't know how I don't... It might even be difficult to bring them to work because the freezer in the tiny little fridge that we have probably would not keep them solid. Just not everyone else. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let me remember what buttons I'm pushing. We leveled up. I have 9 points to spend. What does the last level of fitness look like? It looks like a body that is more trim than mine. Yeah, but that would require me to go to the 6th floor. It's literally been months since I've been to the 6th floor. Anyway. Melee Synergy, which is a melee damage bonus, which I basically never do melee, so... Health and shield bonus, though, yes. I think it is worth spending the 6 to get this. That leaves me with 3 points to spend. Warp. I somehow didn't use that at all in the last fight, but I like it. I used the grenade quite a bit. Upgrade cost is 3, increases damage. Sure, we will buy that. It requires riding in an elevator. And I could use the service elevator. That would get me to the 6th floor, but it's just me and the fact that I have been, like, avoiding being close to people, which involves not riding in crowded elevators as much as possible. I mean, I can go up and get them, too. It's not a big deal. Also, I think I have popsicle molds. I could make my own. I had a craving for Jell-O pudding pops the other day, and, like, they apparently stopped making those in the 90s, and so now I have to figure out how to make my own. Priority Tuchanka. Eve is indeed the key to curing the genophage, but creating a cure will take time. Continue to assist Turian and Krogan allies in the fight against the Reapers while the cure is synthesized. The Tuchanka mission, Turian platoon, Primarch Victus has asked for help with a downed ship and has provided a nav point on Tuchanka. Land on Tuchanka and investigate. Attican Traverse, Krogan team. A Krogan team has gone missing, and Normandy has received the nav point with their last known coordinates. Investigate the missing team and find out what happened. Alright. Codex Technology. Yeah, we know about biotics. Tell me about the Crucible.
The Mars archives describe a super weapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor.
Makes sense.
Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage. What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers.
You mean it's possible to actually care less about money than it is about lives? Sorry. Legally, it is not the Death Star. Even though BioWare makes, also made the Star Wars video games, the Star Wars The Old Republic, and yeah, anyway. Cerberus, Atlas. With the Atlas, Cerberus's research arm has combined the deadly armor and firepower of a YMIR mech with the tactical superiority of a trained human pilot. An Element Zero core allows the Atlas to be airdropped onto a battlefield with minimal impact damage. Its thick armor includes a robust, transparent canopy made from a polycrystalline composite proprietary to Cerberus. Alliance engineers hypothesize that the material is some kind of synthetic sapphire composed with interlayers to resist cracking and thermal damage. Although the Atlas is somewhat unwieldy in the field, its anti-personnel machine guns and ability to shrug off damage from anything short of a heavy weapon makes it a fearsome opponent. Heavy loss of life is to be expected in any unprepared encounter with this unit. I mean, I thought we did fine against it. Oh, known associates entry for Mordin Solus.
Dr. Mordin Solus is a master geneticist and former operative for the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Solus is well known for his work in perpetuating
Expiration Celestial Body,
a biological weapon that almost completely sterilized the Krogan species. He eventually left the STG to open a clinic on Omega, where his combat skills kept the clinic safe and operational amid Omega's lawless society. In 2185, Commander Shepard recruited Dr. Solus to research the Collectors and the Reapers. He was a member of the Normandy crew that traveled beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors. He survived the mission, but his current whereabouts are unknown.
I know exactly where he is. Great. There's a lot of missions here. My main question, though, is if I go back to the Citadel, can I get Kaidan back now? Because we're gonna find out after I talk to people. Oh, look! We should look at our war assets. We're here. Terminus Fleet. The Terminus Fleet is an assortment of mercenary vessels and pirate ships bound together by little more than common geography and a fear of the Reapers. Don't fear the Reaper. Despite this volatile mix, the fleet seems to be functioning as one under the leadership of criminal warlord Arya T'Loak. Updated. The Blood Pack's mercenaries have been compared to floods, wildfires, and other calamities. I did see that there's a massive wildfire out in California right now, and I hope that people are safe. It recruits Krogan and Vorcha, preferably those with no regard for collateral damage. On the rare occasion when brute force is insufficient, the Blood Pack is willing to deploy weapons of mass destruction normally banned in Citadel space. Updated. The Eclipse Corporation specializes in smart security solutions, developing tactics around surgical strikes, sabotage, and electronic warfare. These mercenaries are supported by a sizable army of combat mechs and rely heavily on tech for support in combat. Yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna find out. Kaidan is the priority. We're only saving the universe so that we can get with Kaidan. Spectre Unit. Spectres are the left hand of the Citadel, enforcing laws and stopping crimes with galactic repercussions. While Spectres usually work alone, the Reaper threat gave cause for these extraordinary agents to assemble in an elite unit capable of operating in enemy territory without backup. Spectre Jondum Bao, while not their official leader, is the group's spokesperson. He has passed on important intelligence gathered by the unit to Hackett and the Fifth Fleet. Hanar and Drell forces. The Hanar have sent their warships to engage the Reapers to repay Commander Shepard for saving their homeworld. I want to see the Hanar fight! Necrosis Luminary! Elixir, that's awesome. Though their navy is relatively small, the Hanar have also provided the services of their best Drell combat specialists. They are accomplished spies, saboteurs, and assassins, trained at an extremely young age. While the Hanar are normally loath to send trusted allies into open warfare, these are desperate times. Updated. A metagel formula especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians and fleet captains. New entries under Alliance. Kasumi Goto is wanted in over a dozen systems for sabotage, hacking, theft, and a laundry list of other crimes. The Alliance is willing to overlook Goto's indiscretions in exchange for her help with the Crucible. In addition to her expertise with electronic security systems, Goro can acquire important technology thought lost or stuck deep in enemy territory. No one dares ask how she acquires these. Salarian. Major Kirrahe made his mark leading the Salarian Special Tasks Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Saren at Vermeer. I still don't remember how I say that. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Kirrahe was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Surkesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. Turian. Sorry, I must retweet about the Gax pack. Because that's where we're heading after stream, so I just had to retweet it. Turian 79th Flotilla. The Turian 79th Flotilla distinguished itself during the Krogan rebellions when they clashed with Krogan warships above Dejaris. The 79th sacrificed themselves in great numbers to bring down Krogan vessels attacking the colony. Centuries later, the flotilla continues to rely on speed and stealth to harass the enemy. They run interference, divert fire, and make bombing runs on enemy ground units until anti-air defenses manage to target them. So far, Alliance, we've done pretty good at, but our total military strength is still minimum. You're no fun if you don't have a laundry list of crimes. Since when is laundry a crime?
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing?
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
So contact the Krogan and have them rescue them.
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
If I go on that mission, I'm definitely taking Rex.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry,
Explain.
As I said, it's
Explain. Explain.
If you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand.
Elaborate.
The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus.
Elaborate.
He'll be your contact.
Is that your son?
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
Galactic peas. Excellent in an interstellar chicken pot pie. Aren't mashed English peas a traditional side dish for fish and chips? Have we got the entire dish now? Fish and chips and peas?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what
Just to use a pistol chicken?
The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away.
I mean, we need some vinegar.
Reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
We need some malt vinegar now, right? And possibly some tartar sauce. Possibly not. I don't know. I tend to eat things plain without sauces because I enjoy the flavors of the food itself.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
I don't know, for some reason my initial reaction to Victus is that I don't like him. but I don't really have a reason why.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
The Krogan will make sure that doesn't happen.
Assuming you're successful with the cure.
We will be.
You have to be, Commander. I don't want to go down as history's last Primarch.
Well, you don't have to worry about that either way. If we succeed, then there will be a Primarch after you. If we fail, there will never be anyone to read the history.
The Solarian Dalatraz was worried about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on, that's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The Genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern. But I'd rather
Genophage was just unforgivable.
A resentful enemy.
They do supposedly taste like fatty chicken, but you still can't get abyssal chicken wings? Maybe, what about void chickens? Can you get void chicken? You can get chickens with black skin. I believe they are native to Southeast Asia. But yeah, there are black chickens that when you take the feathers off, their actual like flesh, their skin is black in color. Those exist. Also, blue chickens are real. I did not know they were real until after I had my first blue chicken in Stardew Valley. But they are real, and just like red chickens lay brown eggs, blue chickens lay blue eggs. And I have indeed had blue eggs. Only the shell is blue, the inside is not.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design. Together.
T-squared, I will not eat green eggs and ham, but I will eat blue eggs and blam.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
What blam is, I have no idea. But I'll try it. Honestly, if there were green eggs, I would totally try green eggs and have a side of ham. Just so that I could eat green eggs and ham. But as far as I'm aware, there are no chickens that lay green eggs. But I do know that the blue eggs are real, and there's an egg producer that we can get at the grocery store that's called, I think it's Happy Eggs, that has a heritage set, like the heritage eggs, that are like twice as expensive as their regular eggs, but it has a mixture of white, brown, and blue eggs in it. And I bought that one time just so that I could try blue eggs and see how they were. Green eggs come from the Easter Bunny? What? I thought chocolate eggs came from the Easter Bunny. Thank you for the stretch. And the posture check. And the hydrate. I have moved on to a carbonated flavored beverage from the non-carbonated water that I was drinking before. But I do appreciate the hydrate reminder. Okay. Where to? Wait, Rex is in the war room too? Where's Rex? Urdnot, where are you? Urdnot? How can I not see Rex if he's in here? The map says Rex is here. I do not see Rex. Oh! How did I not see Rex? Rex is so big. Should be very hard to overlook. What flavored carbonated beverage? I mean, it's lemon lime. It's always lemon lime. Except when I have one that's brown in color, in which case it's not lemon lime. My favorite flavored carbonated beverage is not available in the US. My favorite flavored carbonated beverage is Seagram's. Is it Seagram's? Schweppes. Sorry, Schweppes. Schweppes Bitter Lemon. Schweppes Bitter Lemon is my favorite flavored carbonated beverage. And I have no idea why it is not sold in the US. It was a whole thing. It was a joke on The West Wing. The TV series The West Wing. They constantly talked about Schweppes Bitter Lemon. Because somebody involved with the show liked it, and it's not available in the US. My favorite one available in the US is probably Mellow Yellow Zero, but it's not available here, and actually not sure it's available anywhere anymore. I don't know. It disappeared in February of 2020, and I haven't seen it since.
Hell of a show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to God.
You said one of your squads is missing?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralak Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
Maybe we can make friends with the Rachni and have them help us against the Reapers?
What will you do after the Genophage is killed?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
I hope that you're successful in that.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we probably win this time.
Ouch.
But war has never brought us.
That sentence hurts today.
It's time to
No one wants to repeat history. Whew. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the Genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
I don't think it's bad luck. I think you've been deliberately attacked, and I wouldn't call that luck.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan can hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. The females like to talk about it, then think about it, then talk about it some more.
Women have good
What's
ideas, right?
wrong with that?
You should listen.
Yeah, but they have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to
Wait.
listen. Well, let's just say
Wait.
Krogan females have tempers too.
Urdnot Rex is a himbo? I didn't know Urdnot Rex was a himbo.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. May not be Rachni. Maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
That's it for now, Rex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. Hey, Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Yara does. It's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA is important, who am I to argue?
The joke about always hanging around in the same room is just really hilarious. I don't know if it's hilarious for other people, but it's really hilarious for me. Alright, let's go check our mail. Like, we have to finish running around the ship. Where am I? I'm going the wrong way. Run around the ship, talk to people, and then we go see if we can get Kaidan. We've been waiting to have Kaidan back on our crew since the end of Mass Effect 1. The security grid thing is just weird to me. I get it, but so many things that they want me to do, and all I care about right now is Kaidan.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
I might have to choose or change your duties then if you're feeling useful.
Specialist Trainer has been
I like Trainer.
helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of your work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
You're gonna do
Flying
fine.
An active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab,
Yes, please,
we
Key
had to
Squared.
hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of the shoebox.
It's just they're willing to spend whatever it takes.
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander? Commander?
He's awake. They wouldn't let him out of the hospital last week, so we're gonna go back this week and find out if I can finally get him out of the hospital. Info for you. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out here. Farron. Feeling much better! From Kaidan Alenko. Hey, Shepard. Still in the hospital, but I'm up on my feet, eating solid food and making trouble for the nurses. They'll probably throw me out of here soon. Come by if you're on the Citadel. Same room. Thanks, Kaidan. That is what we will be doing as soon as I finish running around the ship and talking to people. Holding the line. From Major Kirrahe. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sur'Kesh. Even if the circumstances were less than ideal, it seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that the STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Kirrahe, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Tasks Group. Full power to the engines! Sod slowly down to dock. Put us right in the hospital. Yes. ANN alert. New article on indoctrination. From Alliance News Network. Information partners. Thessia. Asari scientist Rana I don't know why I tripped on that one. Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for the former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. Meet me on the Citadel. From Miranda Lawson. Not my favorite person. Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24. Miranda. Cerberus. I'm not fond of Miranda. Let's start. Let's see what Joker's got to say. They should. I mean, liking shooting things and not wanting to die seems like a great reason to join the Alliance.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too, or the Vorcha?
Absolutely.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, we need to have more.
Oh no!
Bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Oh my god. We absolutely... That has to be a song in the musical. Teaching the Reapers to love has to be a song in the musical. Oh my god, we need a song. Teaching the Reapers to love.
Commander? Commander?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
What do you need?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 of life.
1,000 eggs? Oh my gosh.
There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
Wow.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Caliban could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your
I'm
attention.
glad that you have analyzed the situation and come up with solutions. That's why they used the genophage. But it caused sterility instead of just reducing the birth rate.
Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. It's optics phase forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh, I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
I love that she started saying how the body was just not comparable to the ship. That was hilarious.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct.
Of course.
The cyber warfare
She's a self-aware AI.
is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
She said assimilate.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
She's not Borg. She is a fully sentient AI. No organic components. So technically not Borg, but we are the EDI. We will add your technological distinctiveness to our own.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill
Trisha
those
Helfer is such a
priorities create
great
positive
robot.
feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
His face. Actually, Trisha Helfer's just amazing in everything. I haven't seen her in anything new recently. What has she been doing lately? And she makes jokes, yeah.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Well, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI. So the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints.
Is she in Lucifer?
I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands.
I haven't watched Lucifer.
So they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Carry on, EDI.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
I would love to see her get picked. Picked. I mean, technically that is an accurate term. I would love to see her get cast in like a major leading role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that would be amazing, and it would be like a long-term gig and get her a lot of attention. And I think like that would be awesome. Honestly, I just want to see more from Tricia Helfer because she's very good. Or they could put her in Star Trek. That would be fun too.
Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
It's not just the opinions. Humans are diverse and contentious. Yeah. I don't want to open the airlock. All right. We have explored the second floor. Time to feed the fish. I will indeed do that very shortly, but first, fish! X-Men character she would be a good, I can't remember the character's name. The woman that's made out of diamond? She could be good for that role. If they brought that X-Man character in. Emma Frost, yeah. I think she would be good as Emma Frost. Hello, fishies! I hope to keep you alive, fishes. I don't have a hamster anymore, though. Sadly. Yeah, the fishes are still alive. Save because I fed the fish? Sure. It is 25K for the auto feeder, and that was available on the Citadel. I might have that money. Excellent reminder. I had completely forgotten it even existed. I wonder if more names get added to this as we go, or if these names are like people who were related or who were involved in, aside from like Ashley Williams, if they're names of like people who were involved in the production of the game and died, or I don't know. Hello, life support. I'm missing a Drell. There's a Drell that belongs in here. Two names on, yeah. There's Ashley and I think somebody else, but but then, like, I want to know who the other names are. So, like, in Star Trek Online, there's a board of names. And they are all the main cast Star Trek actors who have died.
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? We sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions? Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not
I just had this thought while listening to Dr. Chakwas talk there, that if they had done like a Mass Effect movie back when these games were a bit newer, Helen Mirren would have been an excellent Dr. Chakwas. I'm not sure if she would make sense to play a character this young now. But back like 10 years ago or so, I think Helen Mirren would have been a great Dr. Chakwas.
Hello, Commander.
Everything okay in the med bay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
Kicked you out?
Oh no, I just thought I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
I would love to give Dr. Chakwas a hug. Or like a bottle of alcohol, because she enjoyed having a drink with me, but it doesn't let me do those sorts of interactions.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, a bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful. Don't put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor.
You've got a quad.
Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
We're Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species.
That implies certain behavioral...
Never mind. What
are you talking about?
Method to extract function cure without killing. Your immune system comes. Consider an option.
You have to do it out loud?
Yes. Auditory learning. Need to hear self-think. Simulate conversation. New ideas. Maximize productivity.
But you're talking about me dying.
Oh, God.
Oh, apologies. Medical details cause emotional distress. Haven't considered effect on patient.
Just means I can't sleep.
Doing my best to keep you in mind. Will avoid sensitive subjects.
I also talk to myself quite a lot, actually. It helps keep me on track with what I'm trying to do.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well.
Okay.
Hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So, we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments
Must cure the genophage.
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So, the end justifies the means?
Not my means.
But you're using the data. encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
That is a moral conundrum that has been faced in reality. And on Deep Space Nine.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her.
My patient, my responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's not guilt over the decline of the species leading to their probable eventual extinction caused by the work that you did, and maybe trying to mitigate that and prevent them from dying out?
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left, but still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong?
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
A hint of it right at the end. The genophage was his work, so it's his responsibility to put it right.
Thank you, Shepard.
And prove that it can be done.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Haven't made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You'd go crazy inside an hour.
Can you sing for me, please?
Might run tests on the seashells.
Sing for me!
Shepard, how can I help?
Sing for me, my angel of music!
Nice talking with you, Ward.
We'll be here if you need me.
I don't actually want to promote Lloyd Webber's work, but that song from Phantom popped into my head when I said sing for me, because I wanted Mordin to sing his song.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have hardly inspired friendship.
Part of being friends is knowing each other's name. I feel bad that I don't know yours.
I surrendered it the day I became a shaman at the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know
it. The Holy Grail, yeah. No singing.
How did you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Oh.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse. and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from pain, and the Genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again,
I like her a lot. I don't like the extreme gendered bifurcation of the Krogan society.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve. Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
But don't you have nutrients in your hump?
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Let us hope those words are true.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that, you can tell it.
Okay, I really like her.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the Genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the Genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a fresher moth.
Infertility should not be shameful. That's...
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending
These
your
are
own
really
life?
personal questions.
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The Genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the Genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the Genophage, they've become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the Genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia, offspring have an allergy to dairy.
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Again!
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too.
I didn't know there were other
about his work
lyrics.
on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia, offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Oh my god.
Well, it wasn't his ear.
I need the whole song.
Thanks for talking to me.
So good.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I've only met a few humans in my time. I'm glad for the opportunity. Something else, Commander?
Nope.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander.
I want to go see Kaidan, but must finish the conversations. I think we're not gonna get to Kaidan until next week. What's in here? I don't remember what's in here. Huh.
It will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep this location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
I don't even know how this screen works. I thought I was... something told me to come and talk to Glitch, and I thought that's what I was doing, but apparently not. Anyway.
Hello again.
Liara has nothing to say to me, apparently. Email from Professor Takesha to Dr. Ojuol. I was calling every supply depot stationed around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum, courtesy of the Shadow Broker. Then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. Call between Kasumi Goto and Professor S. Olausen. Hi, Professor. You know that one-of-a-kind point-to-point comm server you were talking about the other day? Do you have any information on its whereabouts? I've got something better. Check your front door. But this server's locked in a Cerberus facility. Not anymore. This will be invaluable for the Crucible. Thank you, Ms. Goto. You're the brilliant astrophysicist, Professor. I'm just a tech expert doing some odd jobs. By the way, you would not believe how many credits Cerberus leaves just lying around in the open. All right, I guess nothing more to do here at the moment. I tried to talk to Glitch, but it didn't let me. No! No! Internet service preventer, no!
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the genophage.
Garrus?
And now, to top it all off,
Inappropriate.
she's people's last hope. Imagine the pressure. It takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
As we always should have been.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka. Good to see Mordin.
I think we're back now. My internet seduction preventer is trying to keep me from getting to Kaidan this time. So, Rarg! Just... I need... After stream, I'm gonna just, go and check again and see if there's any new information about when a competing internet service preventer might be available for me to... Because it's inexcusable. I don't understand. Like, there's no reason that I should have this sort of recurring shit going on. Hi, Kaidan. Just a random model sitting there on the ship. Nobody's down here. Jack's not here. I didn't really like Jack, but... Nobody's in engineering.
Hey, just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us? The colony?
Yes. It was on a little thing called the news.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose 1 colony, save 5. That's the math.
You know what the commander did for us?
I'm trying to decide who to support. I understand what Ensign Copeland, I understand he's upset. I think she's right. And I don't want to support the reporter, but I think she's right.
Just an opinion piece. You don't like it?
Stand down, Yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy if there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
There's also not always two sides to an issue.
Not great, but okay.
Literally, also, not always two viable sides.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automatic.
Often more than two.
Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Alice.
Let me know when we do.
I see the time notice. My internet seduction preventer does not want me to see Kaidan today. Oh, that's right. I can't just not show the helmet. I just have to go helmetless to not have a helmet.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. Lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. At least I thought I had.
Moving on is not a linear...
There's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything's going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... Well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Camille. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
I was not
Sir Kesh,
expecting that.
Experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan
Hi, just here for coffee.
take control of your shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
Sir. Sir.
I had chills in that conversation.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Surkesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. We'd love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog in a hot rock in the middle of summer. Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me? Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Now I want to know if there's really a hum and if it's something to worry about. Okay. I think we have talked to everybody on the ship. I want to know more. I want to... I don't want that to be the end of the conversations with Cortez. I'm choosing not to spend money on upgrades because I want to get the auto feeder for the fishes. Incidentally, before we leave for the day, let me just feed them again. And then that's, I think, where we're going to have to leave it. Because I don't have enough time to go and have an interaction with Kaidan. We do still have like 5 minutes, but I don't have time enough to go and see Kaidan. And because so it's not gonna be today. But it will be Attican Traverse, the Rachni, Cerberus. So first thing next week, we go and see if we can get Kaidan back on the ship. T-Mobile does not provide the same kind of service. But okay, I'm gonna switch to here. Oh wow. I mean, it's my own fault. We could have gotten there today. Except it took me a really long time to get the game to load properly because I was distracted. But yeah, let me say thanks for the follows to Sarah and to Echo Galen. Echo happened sometime like 4 days ago, and between streams, and yeah, I do appreciate the new follows. I appreciate Was Not Worth It for being a subscriber over on Coffee. all of the artists who have helped me. The new art that is there today that you may have noticed is new subscriber badges that were done by Meaning of Night. So instead of just the green hat with the rainbow badge, geez, I'm scrolling to see. I want to see them, but I don't see them. Too many people have first. The new subscriber badges, there are levels now showing how long you've been here. It's just in the one window where I'm not seeing them. But so you can see like Key Squared has what was the default one before, but is now the 12-month subscriber badge. Thank you so much, Key Squared. Shadows of Life, you've got the lovely 3-month badge with the green hat and the gold feather, or the yellow feather. I saw a green hat, purple feather earlier, which I want to say is, I don't remember how many months. 11 months. It's the 9-month badge. So, you know, we will discover as we go along what all of the lovely new badges are. Of course, you can see them all if you just like click on like your subscription-y thing. Yeah, green and purple. It's the 9-month badge, and the one after that is the one with the rainbow feather. And, you know, they will evolve over time. I have enough to get us through 2.5 or 3 years, I think. And then I'll have to go back to Meaning of Night and get some more and figure out what they're going to look like. But it's something that I've wanted to do for a while, was to go from having just the one to having you get, as you're a subscriber for longer, being able to have them change over time. So that's in place now. I did see the channel just went live. So we will be popping over to GaryCon Live very shortly for the Gax Pack, which is wonderful to say. But let me say thank you to my moderators. I will be live next tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern for a continuation of Psychonauts. Wednesday, archive stream is happening. Saturday, there will be an Ultima stream. Nothing foreseen right now that could possibly cancel it. I felt so bad canceling Saturday again. It's just that was literally the only time that I could go and see my brother and his kids. And then we'll be back to find out if we can finally get Caden out of that hospital and onto our ship next Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, right here. When we pop over there, if you do wish to drop in the raid call, you can copy and paste that. The call is #RogueRaid, and it is just the little Hello Dagger emotes. Or, you know, if you don't have my emotes, any old emotes that you want to drop in there would be lovely. Yes. Out of the hospital and onto my ship. But thank you all so very much for joining me today. It has been a wonderful, wonderful stream. I do love doing this. I enjoy it so much, and I enjoy spending time with all of you. I'm actually going to set up the raid now. I'm going to stop distracting myself and actually start, you know, the whole like raid process. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Enjoy the Gax Pack. Hopefully I see you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.